Hey Grizzlies!
Welcome to GNews Wired.
On this episode, we will take you through some exciting events that took place here at Grassfield High School.
To kick it off, here's an event that was dedicated to a special group of Grizzlies.
On December 7th, 2018, Drama and SEA hosted the Special Education Fall Masquerade Ball. Here's Ms. Bissell with the story.
There were a lot of students that weren't attending, say, ring dance or the general prom. And there's never a reason that they couldn't attend these events, but some students just weren't inclined or there were other things preventing them from attending. And we said, let's make this event for people that don't go to these dances. Let's make it accessible and find a way that they can have that same high school dance experience. There's no charge. That's kind of another way to tap into perhaps students that might not participate because purchasing tickets may be a burden or transportation. So we said, let's start with something that's a little more formal. So we went with the Fall Masquerade Ball. We did have also some support from the drama department, the art department, as well as culinary, creating some cupcakes and things, SCA, Us Club. The day before the dance, we kind of opened a nail salon. So anybody who is interested in getting their nails done, we bring in polish and we line it up with the little bottles of water, the little towels, everybody's name. We've also been doing the art class, had worked on several weeks of creating masks for the event. Then the day of, we kind of break everyone up. We pretty much open the hair and makeup salon. So they've decided beforehand if they'll have their hair and makeup done, and we just bring in every hot tool we own. They bring in makeup, we bring in, different supplies, and we just, kind of have a blast with it. The guys, a little bit different process, but they get their ties tied, they get their hair, gelled if they'd like it, freshen up a bit. And the other element we added this year was we crafted, I guess you would call them sustainable corsages out of paper and tulle, and so we kind of integrated the corsage and boutonniere experience. Everybody who opted to come found something that they enjoyed, whether it was the food or the games or the music or just being able to hang out. So far overall we've had great feedback. It's probably my favorite day of the year. So we'll see where it goes, but yeah, we plan to keep those going as long as there's interest.
Reporting for GNews Wired, I'm Alexandra Tatum with photographer Lauren Wilson.
What an exciting event, but this wasn't the only way to shine. Many students also got to show off their dance moves at our annual talent show.
Grassfield High School hosted their 9th annual talent show on December 7th, 2018. Adrian Parker placed first with the freestyle rap, Jack Chrisman secured second place with the glow-in-the-dark juggling routine, and Dorian Davis sang a song to capture third place. The show also featured many amazing acts and a hilarious SEA skit.
Oh yeah, you're covered. I got you, bro. Oh, thank you. No, you got it. You're covered.
We got to speak with Adrian and duet act Agnes Palm and Asia Crawley.
I honestly thought that Asia and Agnes were gonna win. And if not, I thought that the juggler guy, I thought he was gonna win.
As soon as the lights came on, everyone started cheering, and I could not hear what Agnes was saying at all, so I could not hear the tempo that she was going at.
Last year's winner, Eva Shedd, was the guest performer and performed a song on the violin. I'm Micah Combs reporting for your GNews Wired with photographers Lauren Green and Kenna Bowman.
Great job to Adrian Parker for taking home the win. Along with Adrian, many students also won senior superlatives at the senior banquet.
So the senior banquet is a time for seniors, only senior class, those who want to attend. They purchase a ticket and they dress up, they have a good time.
On Saturday, December 8th, the class of 2019 came out to participate in this year's senior banquet. Doors open at 6 p.m. for check-in. Following check-in, seniors entered the food court for their pasta dinner from Olive Garden. Later, students got a chance to mingle and take pictures with their friends at the photo booth. Now it's time for senior superlatives.
My favorite part about senior banquet is, without a doubt, it was the superlatives. They have a lot of fun with the games. They were all out there. Most of them wanted to play the games.
We interviewed Caden Fields and Sinai Johnson to ask them a little about their senior banquet experience.
So I won the superlative for most likely to become a professional athlete. If I was going to go professional in a sport, it would definitely be soccer.
I won best all around. I was kind of shocked, but it was really fun because everyone was really supportive.
Also, first place winner in this year's talent show, Adrian Parker, had a special solo rap performance.
My favorite part was winning the awards, and then afterwards we got to dance in the cafeteria by the DJ, Coach Winfield.
It was time to hit the dance floor after superlatives.
Don't make a sound.
The class of 2019 danced the rest of the night away until it was time to leave at 9 o'clock.
That was a great event with lots of cheer, but this isn't the only cheering taking place.
We just went full out.
The fall Grassfield varsity cheer team has been putting in work 7 times a week in hopes of winning a state title at the end of the season.
At a normal practice, my team warms up all stunts, then all tumbling, then we do each part one time, and then we do a full go, which is all the parts together, including all stunts and all tumbling.
This season, the team has won a district title, a region title, and a state title. At the region competition, the team received a score of 298.5 out of 300 points, and at the state competition, they received a score of 281.5 out of 300 points. The judges love the routine this year, which is different than routines in the past.
The routine is different from the routines in the past because this routine had a lot of crowd involvement and a lot of cheer aspects of it that the judges were looking for that the other routines didn't have.
It's a lot different this year. There's a lot of things that aren't in the same places as they are usually.
While the judges and fans seem to like every part of the routine, the cheerleaders on the team had their favorite part of the routine.
My favorite part of the routine is probably the first music because I like the stuff that
My favorite part of the routine is the dance because I just like that everyone hyped it up when we got to dance.
Reporting for GNews Wired, I'm Brianna Lewis.
Congratulations to our cheer team on their 4th state win. They have a lot of compassion for this sport, along with an individual named Ruby Starcher who has a special talent.
Grassfield High School has been open for 12 years and the white walls have remained untouched ever since. That was until Ruby Starcher came into the picture.
Well, I saw her artwork on Facebook probably about a week after we had Dr. Phil Campbell come and talk to our student leaders and staff about just thinking outside the box and being innovative. And one of the things he talked about is how many white walls are typically around schools, and to involve students to liven up the school with some of their visions.
It was time for a change to come out at Grassfield High School. That is when Mr. Perez discovered Ruby Starcher.
Well, growing up, I was super into art, so there's not really like a one age, just like my entire life I've been into it. I met with Mr. Perez and we went over different areas where he wanted more color because the school's white.
Reached out to Ruby and we talked about getting some art done, and now she has finished 3 projects. The 3rd is right behind me right now. So she has Be Kind in the female restroom in the food court, Red Sea in the male restroom in the food court, and then this sunshiny image behind us to inspire our teachers as they come in and get their mail and make copies.
Quotes? Well, the Be Kind quote, that's been my #1 quote forever. I love that quote. So I just painted it. So I painted a mural in my bedroom, and then my dad posted it, and then Mr. Perez saw it, and then I met with him, and we talked about what I said about going around. I don't know, it's a relaxer for me. Some people have sports and stuff, and it's always been calming to me. No matter what's going on, I'll just go paint or draw.
Reporting for GNews Wired, I'm Tristan Swartz.
That is a great way to spread positivity throughout our school. Students also made positive impacts on our community through various service events.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be...
Right, okay. Our goal was to raise 4,000 cans, and as of now, we're at about 3,900, but we're still counting.
Lead to Feed is one of the corporate sponsors of DECA, and it's really cool because a lot of us in the class are in DECA, so it's cool to see us taking one of our DECA's corporate sponsors and doing a community service event like collecting cans and supporting Lead to Feed in our local food bank.
So the food drive is for the Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia, and we're raising awareness about food insecurity.
Greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken.
After a long, hard-working season, the Grassfield Varsity Cheer Team comes together to give back to the community by making no-sew blankets for the sick children at CHKD. The blankets must be cut into strips, then tied to keep the two pieces of fleece together. Over the years, the team has made and donated over 650 blankets. Reporting for GNews Wired, I'm Brianna Lewis.
Because the school is so community oriented and driven, we were able to raise over 300 pairs of socks for the homeless. This was the first year that Socks for Souls was able to be implemented at Grassfield High School, and we were fortunate enough to raise over 300 pairs of socks.
What a great student body we have here at Grassfield. To end this episode of GNews Wired, here's our third edition of GNews Cues.
This is Manny O'Valley.
Hi, I'm Izzy C.
Today we're going to be hunting down the most wild, and I mean the most wild, students of Grassfield High School. So let's get right into the news.
So we're going to ask you some questions, like riddles.
Today I'm going to be interviewing you some very tricky questions.
I'm interviewing my friend.
Ethan.
What's your last name?
Hale.
Adrian Parker.
Seth. Vitasek.
Vitasic.
Christian.
What's your last name, bro? What's your last name?
Ellie Bang Bang.
Jaden Richardson.
I'm with Gabe.
Christopher.
Becca.
All right, the first question, call up.
Your mother has 4 children.
North, East, and South. What was the name of the 4th child?
I don't know.
Wait.
Northeast.
West?
Oh, West.
Yeah. Bro, listen.
Your mother. Your mother.
Your children.
Your mom.
My mom.
It's your mother. So who's the 4th?
I don't know.
West.
It's your name, because it's your mother.
Seth.
Oh!
Is it me? Do I just say my name?
My name.
Me? What?
Yeah.
Because I seen that. I saw that. Yeah.
Which state has the largest population? LA, Chicago, or Miami?
That's a very hard question, sir.
LA.
Miami, definitely.
I have to go with Los Angeles.
I forgot which one is a state.
Are any of those states?
They're not states.
Well, then what's the answer?
None, because they're not states.
Bro.
Some months have 31 days, others have 30 days. How many have 28?
One? Well, only one of them.
One?
Well, February. But all months have 28 days. It's just all of them.
Did you read that, bro? There's only one month that has 28 days, bro.
Dude, all of the months have 28 days.
Plane crashes on the border of the United States and Mexico. Where would the survivors be buried?
The United States.
Arizona.
Mexico.
You don't bury survivors.
Oh my God.
You don't bury survivors?
How would the survivors be buried if they're alive?
are they alive?
If there's 3 apples and you take 2 of them, how many do you have? 1.
1 apple.
No, 3.
You have 1 apple.
No.
I'm sick of it.
2.
I mean 2.
Yeah. 2.
I took 2 away, then I have 2.
3. Oh, look at this.
It has a tail, but no body.
Christian Bang Bang.
Oh, a snake. A snake's like a whole tail.
Comet. A tail but no body. A tail.
Isn't it? Can I get a vowel?
It's a coin.
Oh.
Thanks for watching, Grizzlies.
Oh yes, we killed that. Okay, it's
Perfect.
Ethan! Ethan, bro, where are you going? You left!
And I'm me. And together, we're one big happy family. Thanks for tuning into Wired.
Follow my YouTube.
No, we're ending this. I can make a magic trick. You want to see?
Hey, what you looking at,
I got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the load.
Whoa. What you looking at, bro? Hey, put it through.
Can you get out, bro?
Okay. Hey Grizzlies! Welcome to GNews Wired.
On this episode, we will take you through some very special...
What did I do?